We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Can't get out of this!
No escape!
Oh, no more playing nice! Here! This is gonna need all of us together! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! This one's mine! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Fairy flames! Holy lamp!
Amazing.
By the power of water, illuminate lava rock! Holy lamp! You get the dead mega ray! Holy lamp!
This!
You get the dead!
Wide open!
Holy lamp!
Won't escape me!
Now see what I can do! Elusive deity!
Holy lamp! By the power of water! Mega ray! Blah blah blah!
Rending you a bloody
Divine faith! Blah blah blah! Healing circle!
Time to let it rip!
I'm grateful.
Divine ball!
Why'd you heal me?
Stop you dying? Mega ray! You get the death! Holy lamp!
Burn in hell! Don't suffer in
Burning
silence!
strike! Illuminate the dark!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! This one's mine! Holy lamp! Yes, Alvin! Very bad!
I don't feel so good.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Can't get out of this!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Magnificent! Holy
Armor won't save you!
outstanding form! Mega ray! I'm filled up! Mega ray!
I have no limits!
I owe you.
This one's mine!
I'll pick you up! Recover! I can handle
Rising
it!
Wyvern!
Breath of life! Heal my
Not on my
sealed!
watch! I do it!
Alpha! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's great spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's great spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's great spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Rena Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Rena Alma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renas Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Don't get careless.
Radiant light!
Don't tell me!
Between
Another
heaven and
incantation
earth.
brewing!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Getting started! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! A chain between heaven and earth! Arch requires a light to handle this! Thanks to the chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Can't move!
A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Resuscitation! Divine savior! Oh, violent guarding wind! Car! There! Illuminate the dark!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Let's free!
Thank you, Sohali.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on. I'll pick you up. Illuminate the wise warrior knows when to call it quits.
What's with that shining foe over there? I have a bad feeling about this.
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Rising Wyvern!
Far enough!
They may look cute and stuff,
Can't
but
get
they're
out of
vicious.
this!
Will this work? A chain between.
Damn it!
It's like if they just sit still!
Thanks for the healing.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! You're mine! You're mine! Hurricane Thrust!
Back into the fray. That's my cue.
Shut him down! Burn!
Ice prison. Do it, Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got!
Well done.
Rollerblade!
Healing circle. A chain between heaven and earth. Here. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine still. Will this help?
Bloody
A
howling!
chain
Hold
between
nothing
heaven
back!
and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
Negative gate! I owe you one.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Isara.
Feel my weary companion! Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Spirits within the
Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
You picked the wrong fight! Does it hurt?
Arch
Can't get
field.
out of this!
Divine savior.
Breath of life!
Chain between heaven
my
and
weary
earth.
companion!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
I can carve through armor! Eternal devastation!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Your style is beautiful to observe.
You just watching or what?
No, I'm still in this.
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
A chain between heaven and earth. Close one. A chain between heaven and earth. I can't get a wailing banshee of lightning.
This one's mine.
Denied!
A chain between the healing art.
Bloody howling!
Divine.
Anything in armor is all.
Not today!
Annihilation.
You're mine!
A chain between
Have it! Save you! Raining Thrust! A thrilling performance!
Divine savior.
Double Demon Fang!
I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Take this!
Double... Demon Fang!
Healing circle.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Sonic Thrust!
A chain between heaven and earth.
You picked the wrong fight!
Arts require complete focus. Outstanding form.
You're on!
Burning.
Leave the chargers to me!
Failure's not an option.
I'll grind you in! Ready and rare! Demon Fang!
Annihilation.
Rollerblade!
Where are you going?
Infernal Torrent!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp.
This one's one's mine!
Armor won't save you!
In the soil.
Here's a hero! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! The enemy is going all out! Illuminate the dark!
Another incantation through it.
Holy Land!
Breath of life. Heal my wearied companion.
Here I come!
Cure.
Ice Prison!
Take this.
Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Benediction.
You're mine!
Here's
You
evil!
picked the wrong fight!
Heal. In a bind.
Freeze Lancer! Illuminate the dark!
it!
Come here! Holy
Resonate with
Glimmer!
the
Holy
earth.
Land! Illuminate the dark! And here's
Anything in armor is all
evil!
mine.
Freeze Lancer!
I can carve through
I can handle it.
I am not beyond fury.
Illuminate mine! Magic is theirs!
Awaken
Holy
the fear.
Land! Here's evil! Don't give up! Illuminate the dark! Come
Behold, the earth's pulse. Tectonic vision. Reflect on thy sin.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Here's Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Ice Prison! Freeze Lancer!
Shattering Burn! Pieces! Attack time!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Can't get out of this.
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
I'm grateful.
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Power surges through me.
Close one!
Incineration Wave!
Mega Ray! Ice Prison!
Bringing you apart! Bloody howling! Sonic Thrust! I'm ready!
Alliance! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I think I'm getting stronger.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Don't get careless. Between heaven and earth.
Don't tell me.
Rising Water!
Not in your dreams. Stand between heaven and earth. It's a duel of the arts. Mega Ray. Where are you going? Divine Fate. Chain between
Got
heaven
fire.
and earth. I've got this. Let him march me. The lightning. You'll soon see about that. Here's evil.
Take this.
Not now.
Your astral arts are truly incredible. Every little bit helps, right? Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
Free you of your power.
A wailing beast.
Take this.
I'm not done!
Not in your dreams. Close one. Healing circle.
Power surges
Oh,
through.
my. Watch your back. Mega Ray. Rock blade. By the one more time. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy Glim. Holy Land. Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Denied! Let me show you what my art can do!
I'm Rising Sun.
And more of us will all burn out.
chain between heaven and earth. A wailing beauty of light.
Dragon form! Pierce through! Finish it!
Beyond astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory.
I'll face you!
Naturally.
Crush! Catapult! Severing wing!
I'm mine.
Soda!
Do it, Alpin. Astral energy.
Say no more! Flush! Seismic blade!
Do it. Kitara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Hoodle.
Where are you going? I can handle it!
Enough done!
Dearest Flynn! Revive! Divine faith! A chain between heaven. That statue really cool. Now I've seen everything.
More Suko?
Keep calm and take them down. A chain between heaven and earth.
Enough done!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine savior!
An astral
Do it! That's my cue!
Can't get out of this! Shut him down!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Severing wing!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
They
Divine
smite with blinding
savior!
blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Not much longer to go.
Come on,
between heaven
one
and
final
earth.
push!
Let's do this together, Alpin.
They
Please,
smite with
closer!
blackened
Arts
blade!
require complete focus!
Rising River!
More incoming!
Negative
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Gliver! Holy
I
Light!
don't even know the word defeat.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Gliver!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for? We can't depend on one another.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
You're mine!
I never miss!
Swordblade Alpha! Blow away!
A chain between heaven and earth. Hold it together! Do or die!
Resonate with the earth!
Right
there!
now!
Far enough!
Dragon
I can't hold on much longer!
Wreak havoc!
Not on my watch! Lightning!
Anything in armor is all mine! In a vine?
Lightning!
Eat dirt!
Downfall! Divine Sage! I can do this all day! Do it! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
Rising Smite with blackened blade!
Holy Land!
I'm only getting started.
Execution!
Ice Prison!
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear.
Here's evil!
I'm ready!
Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Radiant Spear!
They smite with
Ice
blackened
Prison!
blade!
Primed and
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Here, let me help.
A wailing banshee of lightning! Not in your dreams!
Leave the chargers to me.
You're mine!
Shine!
Glacial
Radiant
Spear.
light!
Here's the
Force
evil.
of regeneration!
Another incantation ruined!
Thank you for the healing, gentlemen.
Our comrades need our ability to survive.
Right.
A wailing
No one is
banshee
dying on our watch.
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
Here I between heaven and earth.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Keon actually look flustered.
It's time to finish this. Die! Consuming wildfire. Radiant Spear.
Begin!
Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning!
Reflect on thy sin.
Divine
Smite with blackened blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Can't get out of this!
Glacial Spear.
Here's the evil!
More?
Freeze Lancer!
Not today! Finish this!
Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Negative
So where are you going?
Here I come! Who wants
You're
to die
mine.
next? I'm prison!
Take this!
Lightning! I'm ready!
Bloody howling!
I never miss.
Is this it?
Dance on the wind! On your knees.
Gemini Earthquake. Not on my watch.
Double Demon
Bloody howling. Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Demon Fang!
Freeze. This one's mine.
Hey, one at a time!
This one's mine.
Holy Land!
Dead.
Searing Flame! Reload!
Finish this!
Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Oh, Violent Garden Wings.
Crossblade!
Ignite!
Soaring Blast. I'm all stuffed up.
You're mine!
By the power of water.
Do it! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Poseidon. Into
Be
the
still!
shadows.
Rising Falcon!
In a vine?
Mega Ray.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Searing Flame.
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Divine Savior. Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer.
Do it!
Hurricane
Tourmaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Reflect on thy sin. Certainly not.
Burn in hell!
Mega Ray.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion... I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Chain between heaven and earth.
Blood, rending you apart! Bloody howling!
Destruction! A chain between heaven and earth. That'll bring you down. A wailing dancing of lightning.
Now we're not
Divine savior.
Blaze of fear!
Here's evil. A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing dancing of lightning. Divine savior.
To be let free!
Do it, Law.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Elusive
Oh,
deity!
sparkling stars and blood! Rain down! Purify all! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push.
Let's do this together.
Radiant blood!
Devastation! Rising Phoenix!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
I can feel my precision improve. Moving.
Struggle!
Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
Holy glimmer!
Sorry.
I'll shoot them out of the sky! A chain between heaven and earth! That'll bring you down!
A wailing guilty of lightning! By Savior!
Soaring blast!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Burn in hell!
All upon thee!
Into the
Now
shadows!
we're never... Can't get out of this!
Shooting star!
Can you take it? Double demon fang!
There! Ice prison!
Got you!
Now! While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Soaring light spear!
Annihilation!
Come on!
Mega
Dragon
ray!
Piston! Execute this! Explosive ray! Negative
A chain between heaven and earth!
Burn in hell!
Wailing Dancy of lightning!
Bloody hollow! Slash!
Divine
Sword Lane
Savior!
Alpha! Raining slash! Eternal devastation!
Chain between heaven and earth! A
No
wailing
further!
Dancy of lightning!
Megaphonic thrust! Pierce through! Double demon
This
fang!
one's mine!
Divine Savior!
Demon fang! Sword Lane
Illuminate the
Alpha!
dark! Come forth, holy
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Ignite!
Ice flame!
Through armor!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Elusive
Holy land! Illuminate the dark!
Laser spear!
Come forth!
Pierce evil!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
By the power of water!
Take this!
Searing flame!
Can't get out of this!
Close one!
Here I come!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer!
Rider!
I'm all stopped up!
There! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! It's over! Take ice prison! It's over!
Dragon form!
See what I can
You! Finish it!
Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander. But I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all. If we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Get lost!
Illuminate the dark!
Eat dirt!
Holy Glimmer! Let me help! Holy Land! Far beyond
It can hide itself? From me?
Now we're not... All require complete focus! I'll heal you all!
Air pressure!
Holy Land! Healing circle!
I'm in your debt. I'm sorry,
You do the same for me.
Ice Trigger! Burning Strike!
Glacial Spear!
Shattering the
pieces!
Freeze
Attack
Lancer!
time!
Illuminate the dark! No more playing nice!
Ignite!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Healing Glimmer! Holy Land!
Get out of this!
Illuminate the dark!
Nice work!
Healing Holy Land! Freeze Lancer!
Bloody howling!
Mega Ray!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Radiant Pierce! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Illuminate the dark!
Now you see what I can do!
Blade!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark!
beyond fury!
Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Burn!
Illuminate the dark! I'm out of Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Annihilation!
Bloody
Burning Holy Land! I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing.
The enemy
I
wields
never
arts
miss.
too.
You'll soon see about that.
Bloody howling!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! I'll heal you all!
Can't get out of this!
Healing circle!
The flame inside
Illuminate the dark!
with the
Come
earring.
forth! Holy Glimmer!
In the soil!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the mountain! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Retreat if you know what's good for
All
you!
the power of my healing
Far
will
enough.
accomplish this.
Regenerate! Now you see what I can do!
Allow me to help.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. My healing arts to accomplish this.
You picked the wrong fight!
Resurrection. A chain between
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
a chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
Be let free!
Far beyond the darkest sky.
ready.
I call upon
Where
thee.
are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
Rotating pile driver!
Shooting star. Far beyond the darkest depths.
Glacial Spear!
Pierce evil.
This one's
Freeze Lancer.
This one's mine!
Pierce evil. Chain between heaven and earth.
Rotating
Freeze
pile
Lancer. A wailing banshee of lightning. Radiant light.
Save you!
Pierce.
Rising
Glacial
Phoenix!
Spear!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
Can't
banshee
get
of
out of
lightning.
this!
You're mine!
No more playing nice.
Lunar Rondo!
on the wind.
Soaring Light Spear! Mirage! Dragon Claw!
Healing circle. A chain between heaven and earth.
Rising Wyvern! This
A
one's
wailing.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Illuminate the
Heal my
dark.
weary
Eat dirt!
Holy Glimmer. Holy Land. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy Glimmer.
Alpha!
Holy Land. Illuminate the dark.
That'll bring you down!
Glimmer. Holy
Shattering the pieces!
Rising Phoenix!
Holy Land.
On your knees!
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Quiver! Holy
Regenerate!
Land! Illuminate the dark!
Finish it!
Dohalim!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Illuminate the dark!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Quiver! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come
Ready
forth!
and rare! Force of regeneration!
I can't heal you forever!
Here!
Let us take to the fight!
Illuminate! Hear me! Flame of spirit! Holy Land!
Laser spear!
Here's evil!
Can't get out of this!
Illuminate the dark!
Captivity!
Holy Land! Illuminate! You get the death! Holy Land! You get the death! This one's mine! Holy Land!
I'll bring you down!
You get the death! Holy Land! The enemy is going all out! Reload! Holy Land! Gravitas field!
Blah-blah-blah! I know this it off more than I can chew.
Anything in Can't get out of this!
Holy Land!
Eat dirt!
You get the death! Here I go! Holy Land! Field!
Stalagmite!
You get the death! Dream!
Rending you apart!
Holy Land! You get the
Couldn't
death!
make it in time.
Holy Land!
Mega Ray! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here I go! You're mine!
Demon Fang!
Carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Quiver! Holy Land! Illuminate the Dohalim!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Chain between heaven and earth. Awaiting beauty of lightning! Annihilation! Divine!
Spirits within the soil. Awaken and
Chain
stay
between
calm.
heaven and earth.
I shall no one up.
A wailing
Take
beauty of
this!
lightning!
Incineration wave!
Divine! A chain between heaven and earth.
Black and flame.
A wailing beauty of lightning!
You picked the wrong fight!
Execute!
Where are you going?
Resonate with
Far
the
beyond
earth.
the darkest
Stalagmite. Spirits within the soil.
Frozen!
Hammer!
Here goes! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial spear!
Here's evil!
Save
Arch requires complete focus!
Masterful
Ice
attack.
prison!
Finish
Let me
it!
help!
Demon's descent!
Flashing bang.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright...
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
I owe you one! Lightning strike!
Annihilation!
Rending you
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
You
Quiver!
picked the wrong fight!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
No
Quiver!
further.
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Arch requires complete focus!
Demon Fang!
Holy Land!
Looking good!
Take this! I'm only getting started! Holy Land! Here's a healing art! Ice prison! I can't hold on much longer! Ice prison!
in the soil. Awaken and reclaim.
Radiant blood! Here!
Me too!
Here, let me help!
Not today!
First aid!
Catapult.
Mega Ray!
Hold on, bring you down.
Here I come!
Thrilling performance.
Ice prison!
I'll smash you. You require catapult. No further.
First aid! Thanks so much!
On your
There!
knees.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Stay. Shine. Radiant light.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Burn in hell!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Cut forth Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
I need
Illuminate the
something.
dark! You need to be healed!
Of a mighty fallen.
First aid!
Everlasting darkness. Stay away from my friend! Shattering
I'll bring you back from death to
Attack
death!
time!
Magic Kazam! Holy Land! Blah, blah, blah.
I'll smash you! Be still!
Holy Land! You get to Spirit Flame! Holy Land! Blah, blah, blah.
Back into the fray!
Holy Land!
Ah!
If that'll bring you down!
Do it! Law!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing bang!
That'll teach us for getting cocky. So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
This one will be difficult to predict.
A wailing banshee of lightning! A whirling struggle!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil! It'll body slam us into next week! Cyclone!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
All disaster!
Hold nothing back!
Come forth and heal its obscurity!
Heal my weary companion!
Hurricane thrust!
Now!
Ignite!
Take this!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaints here!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hear me! Flame of fury! A chain between heaven and earth! Burning
Glacial
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Save you!
Demon Fang!
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Far enough!
Catapult!
Healing Circle!
Shooting star!
I'm only getting started! If it's in the sky, it's
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon
I never
thee!
miss!
Blow away!
Arch requires complete focus!
Demon Fang!
You're mine!
Take care of you!
Here, let me
You'll
help.
pay for that!
First aid!
This one's mine!
Captivity!
Radiant
Illuminate the
You'll
dark!
find no mercy!
Holy Glimmer!
No escape!
Here's a healing art!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
Take
Glimmer!
this!
Holy Land!
Take this!
Holy Land! Ready! Illuminate the dark! Holy Land! Illuminate... You get the gist! Holy Land! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Hold nothing back! Demon
Glacial Spear!
Pierce evil! Shoot it! Freeze laser! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Demon Fang!
Shooting star!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon pierce evil!
Bloody howling! On your...
Freeze laser!
You're mine!
Shooting star!
Mine!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon...
Anything in order to go on!
Holy Land!
Heal my weary companion! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Take another inch. You must
Alpha! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I
carve through armor!
Holy land!
Ignite!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Sleep
beam!
can't get out of this!
Such unadulterated
Illuminate
truth.
Holy land! Illuminate the blah 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 magic! Holy land! Illuminate blah blah blah! Annihilation! Blah blah blah! Holy land! No more playing nice! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine savior! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! I never miss!
You've too much.
Holy land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy...
I'll smash you!
Here, let me help! Far beyond the darkest days!
Take this!
Here I go! You're mine! Shooting star!
Eat dirt!
I can handle it! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! Healing! A wailing banshee of
Why'd you heal me?
lightning!
To stop you dying?
Divine savior! Zara! Frozen!
Hammer!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
Hey, new equipment! That is one enormous stray.
The sword-wielding Sugel? And not just one, but four! It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
This one's mine! Elusive deity!
Divine savior! Where are you going?
Brilliant performance.
A chain between heaven and earth!
Take this!
A wailing banshee of lightning! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee!
Take this!
Divine savior! A chain between heaven and earth!
Might
A
be
wailing
right
banshee of lightning! Searing flame! Reload! Divine savior! A chain between heaven and earth!
I can carve through armor!
Divine savior! Don't give up! They're not playing around! Freeze lantern! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Arts require complete focus! Resuscitation! A chain between heaven and earth! A chain between heaven and earth!
Can't get out of
A
this!
wailing banshee of lightning!
Rising spoken!
Back into the fray! I'm only a chain between heaven and earth!
Anything in armor is all mine! I can carve through armor!
I never miss! Here I go! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! You're mine! By the power of water!
Ignite!
A chain between... Ready to go!
Let them not sin. They smite with black
Annihilation! Divine Savior! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Annihilation! Burning strike! Glacial Spear! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Armor won't save you!
Holy Land! Eat dirt! It's weakened! Illuminate the dark!
This
Come
ends
forth!
now!
Holy Land! The chain between heaven and earth!
Ignite!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine Savior!
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
In the soil.
Illuminate the dark! Illuminate the dark! That'll bring you down! Holy Glimmer!
Take this! No further! Finish this!
Sion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Glacial Illuminate the dark! Evil! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth! Hear me! Flame of
Generation Wave!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Divine Freeze Laser! A chain between heaven and earth!
This one's mine!
Such unadulterated fury.
Back into the Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Double demon back!
Dance on the wind.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Now we're not
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
anything in armor is all fire! It's wide open!
Won't escape me.
Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth!
Can't get out of
Wailing
this!
banshee of lightning!
Double demon
I can't hold on much longer! Where are you going? A chain between heaven and earth!
Elusive deity!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine
Rising
Savior!
rocket! The flame inside me yearns to be let
Illuminate
free!
the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Spirits within the
Holy
soil.
Land! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of...
Armor won't save you!
Holy Land!
Such unadulterated
Illuminate-
fury.
No further!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Land!
Rising Wyvern!
Burning strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
What's all mine?
Chain between heaven and earth! Will this help? Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Thanks,
Holy
Sheila.
Land!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I never fail! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Hear me!
Shattering pieces! Attack us!
Pierce evil! Holy Land!
Can't get out of this! Sword Rain Alpha! My reach is even wider!
Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Blah, 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 magic!
Rending you apart!
Holy Land!
Bloody alleyway! Here I go! Rending you apart!
Illuminate the dark! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Rising Rocket!
Take care of...
Stay away from my friend!
Here's a healing
Can't get out of this! Rising Rocket!
First aid!
Burn!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Holy deity!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Laser! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Where are you going? Deny!
I'm ready!
Sion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
It got rid of the sword! Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't... look like that thing's finished yet!
Take
Not
this!
by a long shot! Damn it! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land!
To be less
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Ready and raring!
Holy
I can carve through
armor!
on your
Water!
sharpest flash.
Annihilation! Holy land!
I owe you one.
Illuminate the dark! Illuminate
Time to
the
let
dark!
it rip.
Come forth, holy glimmer!
Thank
I'm
you.
all stopped up!
Shine.
Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing beauty of lightning!
Burn! Prepare to be sealed.
Divine savior! My art can do! Let the marksman handle this! A chain. Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. That'll bring you down.
No further. Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Here I come. Execute light.
Resonate with the
earth. Rending you apart.
Illuminate the dark.
Bloody
Come forth.
Far enough. Rising
Holy
light.
lamp. Do it.
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix
Cyclone.
Reload.
They smite with
Illuminate the
blackened
dark.
rage.
Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land.
Execution. This one's mine.
Heaven and earth. A wailing
I can carve through rending you apart. Bloody
divine savior. The enemy is going all out. A chain between heaven and earth.
In a bind.
A wailing beauty of lightning.
Can't get here. I couldn't make it in time.
Illuminate the dark. I'm ready. Resuscitation. Take it.
Not done yet.
You're mine.
Take
This one's mine.
Shine Alpha. Blew away. Eternal devastation.
Divine
Better if you don't get up.
This one is almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best. Holy land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Rising Falcon. Burn.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land! Show me what my art can do! Rise and shine!
Everlasting.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy
I don't
land!
even know the word defeat.
Double Demon Fang. Finish it.
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Let's see what you've got.
You got company!
No further!
A chain between heaven and earth.
This one's mine!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Flying
Another
free!
incantation
Why can't they just
ruined.
sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
They smite the black and blade!
A chain between...
Divine Savior! Annihilation!
Eat dirt!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning!
I don't know what.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Double demon blade!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Divine Savior! This one's mine!
Thank you for the healing, Dohalim.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch. Healing circle! Mega ray!
Burn!
Annihilation!
Finish it!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Begin!
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
And I promise I'll always be here.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Double demon blade!
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Rending you apart! No further! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Not today!
Oh, violent
If it's in the
wind.
sky, it's
Come
mine.
on!
Double demon fang!
Crossblade!
Demon fang! Double demon fang! Incineration wave!
Illuminate the dark!
They smite with black and blade!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land!
Ignite!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land! Illuminate the dark! Magic! Holy land! Illuminate the dark!
That move!
Here comes the big
Charge
one!
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm going to need to use all the power of our healing arts to accomplish this.
In a bind? I've used too much.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land!
The enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that! Holy land!
Where are you going?
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Amazing.
Illuminate the dark!
Nothing gets by me!
Here's a healing art! I'm prison! First aid! Thanks so much! I'm
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Denied! Radiant pierce! Will this help? Sorry.
Can't get out of...
I'll bring you
Shine!
back from
Radiant
death to
light!
base.
Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Sorry. I didn't want to hurt you out.
One of friend's force you can't depend on.
You're right. Bear that in mind.
healing circle! I'll fix you up!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I
Thrilling performance.
What would I do without you?
Destruction!
I'm all stocked up.
I'm prison!
Mega ray!
Ready!
Severed wing!
What would I do without you?
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
The flame inside me!
It's evil through armor!
Here I come! Devastation! Rising
I'm
thunder!
prison! Will this help?
This one's mine!
Eat dirt!
Here's a healing art!
Can't get out of this!
Portal blade!
First aid!
Double demon fang! I'm right behind you! Finish it!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hope that was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Deny! Anything in armor is all mine! Magna Ray! I can carve through armor! By the power of water!
The fluidity of the movement is simply incredible.
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
They really made us work for that one.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Bad feeling about this.
Ignite!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. This is gonna need all of us together.
Ready to go!
The flashing part is our weak point. Here
No
goes!
further! Sword Rain Alpha!
That'll bring you down!
Divine savior! A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
Now you see what I can do!
Divine
Deny!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
A chain between heaven and earth. Healing circle. A wailing banshee of lightning. I'm all summed up. Divine savior.
Can't get out of this!
It's weakened. A
This
chain
ends
between heaven
now!
and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine savior. Arts require complete focus.
to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Swallow slot.
Take this!
Resurrection. Oh, violent darting wind. Carve now through a crossblade.
This one's mine!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Sin.
First aid.
Blade! Dragon form!
Far enough!
Try this!
Close one. Hear me. I never miss. A chain between heaven and earth. Here's a wailing first aid. A chain between heaven and earth.
Take this!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Here's evil. Freeze laser. A chain between
I have
heaven
no
and earth.
limit!
Heal my weary...
A wailing banshee of
Ignite!
lightning. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning. Divine savior. A chain between heaven and earth. Freeze laser. A wailing.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the
I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great.
far beyond the darkest sky. No more playing nice.
Wind!
Nothing gets by me.
Shooting star. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee.
In a vine?
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon thee! Far enough! bring you down. Far beyond the darkest sky. Do it! I'm Neon. Astral energy. Full throttle. Go! A flawless victory. Naturally.
Take this! I'll smash you!
Divine Savior.
Not today!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine Savior. A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine Savior. Out of it.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Take this!
Divine Savior. No more playing nice.
Burn in hell!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Divine Savior. A chain between heaven and earth. Don't mind if I do. Blah 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 magic. Divine Savior.
You picked the wrong fight!
A chain between. You get the gist. Divine. Where are you going? Blah blah blah.
Glacial spear!
Divine Savior. A chain. They're not playing around.
Can't get out of this!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Ready to go!
Here's evil! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
This one's mine!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy... Far beyond the darkest sky! I bit off more than I could chew. Ready!
Negative gate!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Ready and raring! I'll smash you!
I've used too much.
Finish this!
Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Shine! Radiant light!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Glacial spear! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
You're mine!
I never miss!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! And holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy lamp! I'm all stuffed up! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though. Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Double Demon Fang!
Exploit the enemy's
Between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning! between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning.
Spirit from the soil.
Awaken and reset!
Damn it! A chain between heaven and earth.
Masterful cast!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that. A chain between heaven and earth.
I owe you so much, Rena.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons you can do.
I can't imagine what we do without you, Ringwell.
So neat.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
No further!
Crossblade ready.
Rising Wyvern! Start up! Rising Falcon!
Ice Prison.
Polar Blade! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friend!
Burning Strike.
Rising Wyvern!
Ready to go!
Rising Falcon!
Not on my watch. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of Fury Maelstrom. Too much to make ready and ready.
Start up!
Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
Ice Prison.
Glacial Spear!
No
Here's the
further!
evil.
A thrilling
Explosive
performance.
Ring!
Freeze Lancer. Ice Prison.
Elusive Deity!
Hear me. Flame of Fury. Burning Strike.
Ignite!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil.
Elusive Deity!
Art expert coming through. Ice Prison.
Rising Phoenix! Finish this!
Got it.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry. My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prova what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Go! A wailing banshee of lightning!
You require
Make it
Time to let it
They
rip!
may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
Can't get out of this! Glacial Spear!
The flashing part's their weak point! Freeze Lancer! Divine Save! One more time! Radiant
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Take this!
A chain between heaven and earth. Leave the enemy's arts to me. I don't even know
the
the
words easily be fatal.
Anything in
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
A chain between heaven and earth. Do it! Kitara! Frozen!
hammer!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Radiant pierce!
Rising Water!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning! Here goes!
Rising Falcon!
Here's a healing art! Far beyond the darkest sky! I never miss! All of us require
Anything in armor is all mine! I can handle it!
Demon Fang! Not today!
Illuminate the dark! Blah, 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 magic! Holy Land! Illuminate, you get the gist! Holy Land! You get the gist!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
The fluidity of your music
You
is
get the
simply
gist!
incredible.
Holy Land!
Demon Fang!
Blah, blah, blah!
Double Demon
Holy Land!
That's right, armor won't save you!
Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing champion lightning.
I couldn't
Never
make it in
fails.
time.
Divine speed. Now Spirit flame. Reload. Mega ray. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land. Here's a healing. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land. Illuminate the dark. Magic is out. It's no fun! Show you what my art can do! Here, let me help. First aid! Divine!
I can carve through armor!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll face you!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Holy
Illuminate! Holy land!
Bloody howling! Resonate with the earth!
Incantation ruined.
Illuminate the dark! Don't give up! Holy Glimmer! Holy land!
Anything in armor is all mine! Can't get out of this!
Illuminate the dark! Come on!
Resonate with the earth!
Illuminate the dark! This one's mine! Holy Glimmer! Holy land! Radiant, come here!
Shield my weary companion! Save you!
I'm out of ammo! I'm prisoned!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
To be less free!
Resonate with the earth!
By the power of water!
On your
Hear me! Flame
Ready to go!
Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
It's time!
I have
Divine
no
what my
limit!
art can do!
Rise and shine!
You're mine! No escape!
Resurrection!
Nice work!
A chain between heaven and earth! A whale!
Take this!
A chain between heaven and
Now you see what I can do! Elusive deity! Denied! Soaring
far beyond the darkening line! I call upon thee!
Ignite!
Freeze lancer!
Elusive deity!
Shooting star!
Hurricane Ray!
I never miss!
I'm ready!
Eon! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
That equipment should come in handy.